Okay, so this tutorial, this video is going to be a tutorial on how to mod your Dayan Zhanchi. Now, Dayan Zhanchi, I incorporated what the mods that I'm going to do is incorporated from my Linhoi and Guhong mod, but on my Guhong mod, when I modded my Guhong, I did something else which is not really going to be taught in this tutorial, because essentially it's putting in torpedoes which from old screwed, and that is, you're not going to be needing that because the Dayan Zhanchi will already have torpedoes in it. Now, for this mod, you'll be needing a cloth, sandpaper, silicone differential oil, like Lubricating, and some others like that. But this is Lucas oil products brand, factory team 1000. You need a Dremel. I have the Dremel 7700, and then you'll need a screwdriver, which I'll be using this Black & Decker electric screwdriver. Also, you will need a bucket to put all the parts in. This is a bucket that my mom found at a store. I think Walmart or something else, and it's a Rubik's Cube related. It looks like a Rubik's Cube, but doesn't have correct color scheme. And from watching some videos of US national footage, like some people doing solve, I've noticed that this bucket is the same bucket that they use for like when they're about to start the solve. Yeah. And basically, yeah, so now getting on to the tutorial, the modding of it. Step 1 would be to disassemble it, but I would disassemble it by taking off center caps first, unscrewing the centers, and then going on from there. So, yeah. So basically, once you're done disassembling it, you should have it all in a bucket. Yeah, and then after that, grab an edge, corner, or centerpiece, and I'll show you which what you should do on that. Now when I do this and I'm using the Dremel, you can use sandpaper instead, or have a drill with a sanding bit attached to it, or just like some power sander, like a something that is like an electrical motor thing with a sanding bit on it. Yeah, you can use that, or you can just go from there. And be aware that sometimes you may need to change out the Dremel bit, because look at what happened with this bit. I was modding my 5x5 and this is what happened. Yeah, that happened. So, off with the talking and on to the modding. So we're gonna start off with the corner. First of all, you gotta wipe it all off if you already have some of the silicone lube on it, like I do. with this rag towel. Wipe it all off. Okay, so first of all, you gotta take your sandpaper and then like, if you can tell, like from in there, I'm not sure how well you can see, but my camera's not that good at focusing, but down in there, corner base, there would be bumps. And those bumps will be in contact with the torpedo, and that makes it click. So, basically, if you sand it down, so where the bumps are gone, then it would be click. It would be like, will be gone, and then there will be no more clicks. But I found out if you have a small Dremel bit like this one, you can like sand it down faster. Okay, so it's all sanded down in there. There will be no more of the bumps. And then next part, we'll be rounding this part out. No, actually first, before that, like, down here, right down there, there's like this line. You gotta, like, shave it down with this, knife. Basically what you want to do is, like, hold it like, something like this, and then shave it down so that it's flat down there. Once it's flat, there should not be any lines. It will make it a lot smoother. Also, be careful with the knife, because the knife will actually, you can cut yourself with it. Don't worry, this the Dayan plastic is really tough, and so it's really, you won't really break the puzzle that much. Okay, so once you have it flattened out, you should take your sandpaper and then smooth it out some, like so. And then next part of the corner part is actually rounding this part out, so it's more rounded instead of like a triangular one's part like this. Basically, you're doing this all the way around. You're taking it and then going around like this several times. Okay, so once it's done, it should be a lot rounded out, like like here's what an unmodified one looks like, and then the finished one. If you can see, this one's more rounded out than this one. Yeah, and then the next and final step of modding the corner is getting these little tiny bumps down there, flattening them out, like so. Like that. You're just doing that. And yeah, so basically now your corner should be done. And then once you're done with that, you should take the corner, wipe it down, and get all the excess plastic off that's still stuck on there. Yeah. Yeah. And then, just basically, yeah, that's for the corner. Now, for the edge is a little bit easier and trickier. But I found out that removing the torpedo piece makes it easier to do the 48-point edge mod. First of all, you have to take the edge apart, like so. Sometimes it's hard to do. Basically, you just actually taking it apart, take the torpedo out, and put the edge back together, and then start modding it. And then once you're done modding it, put the torpedo back in. Now, I'll start off with this part of the edge mod. You're taking, if you can see down there, like right around here, there's this piece of plastic flap. Basically, you're actually just cutting that off, push down, sort of like this, and then sort of scraping it off. So that it would look like that. So basically you're doing this. Basically now your edge should look like that, instead of, now it should be a little bit, there should be a flat spot down there instead of like a curved spot up. And then now, next part is 48-point edge mod, which can be done with a Dremel or sandpaper or knife. So basically, there's like this little line over here. Basically, what you want to do is like sort of shaving it off. But I found out that using a Dremel is actually a little easier because you are doing it faster. Now once you got that done, this next part will actually require sandpaper or Dremel, whatever you have, and you're basically rounding out this part over here. You're just basically going over like that, and then rounding it out. And then now, for the final part of the mod, is like down here, there's this little triangular flap that needs to be sanded down. So basically what you're going to do is like go over it with the Dremel like this, sort of. Yeah, it should be flatter. And then now, flip it over, do the same thing on the other side. And then, so, basically, that's the edge mod. Edge part of the mod. Now what you want to do is take the edge, split in half, put the torpedo back in, and you're done with the edge. Then now I'll go over the center once I finish putting this back together. So now over to the center piece. First of all, you have to wipe it down if you put the lube, that silicone based liquid silicone stuff in. I've got to tell you to do that when you're about to start the edge mod. Then once you're done with the edge mod, you have to wipe it down to get all the plastic off. Now, basically, on the center piece, you're going to like sand, like sort of smoothing out these cornered piece part thing right here, and there's a line down in there that you're gonna flatten out and also shape down there, and I'll show you what I mean. So basically you're doing that for the centerpiece, so that the centerpiece will essentially look something like, here's an unmodified one, and then, well, here's an unmodified one, and then a modified one. This will be flatter than this. Yeah. Basically, that would be it for the modding it. Now do that for the rest of the pieces. And then, when reassembling it, you would have to take the core, but I'll come back with you once I finish modding my Zhanchi, and then tell you how to assemble it, and then get the correct tension and lubing it. Oh, also you should probably use something like pair of goggles or safety glasses when using the Dremel, because I've modded several cubes with the Dremel, and basically when I was modding it, the parts of the plastic came flying out. The plastic dust that's been sanding off, it flew out into my eye, and so this is the reason why you should use safety gear. But it's just safety. And also, when using this, be aware not to get your hand when sanding, because it can burn. Like, it's like sanding your skin down, and it's like not very fun. But if you get it on your nail area, that's fine. I just finished modding all 6 of the center pieces, but not all the corners and edges. And I'll show you how to assemble this to make sure it's the proper tension and proper lube in my way of assembling it. Now, what you'll need for this is obviously the spring core, centerpiece, screwdriver, and the lube. Basically, if you have something like Lubric or Traxit, something with the sharper, the fine point one, and this one doesn't have much of a fine point like them, but you'll need to put some lube inside there, like what I'm doing right now. Just a little bit in there, not a whole bunch. And then take your screw spring and have it like this. And now, do not assemble it with washer. Washer, just pile of crap. Push it through, and then take this, sort of hand weave it, like hand thread it through some, and then take your screwdriver and then screw it in until you barely see any of the thread. Any of the thread, screw thread. Just a little bit more for me. Tiny bit more. Okay, that's good. Good for me. Now, let's do that for the rest of the 6 center pieces, and then you'll be good. Also, with that, when you're lubing the core, like I showed you, basically it gives there's actually the reason why you're lubing the core like what I showed you is there's a lot of friction going on between the screw spring and the screw spring in the centipede where it all basically turns all around. That's where you want the most of the lube. Yeah. So when you have that all assembled, when you have all the 6 center pieces in, then once I finish modding this, I'll come back and show you how to assemble it with the pieces and properly lube it. Okay, so now I'm done modding all the pieces, all 26 pieces, except for the cord, this part in the middle. Well, because you're not really gonna mod it. If you mod it, like sand it down some, it'll probably ruin it. Now, onto assembling the puzzle. Take an edge piece, like so. Put it in, like this. Take another piece, like more like a corner that had color, 2 colors that the same colors on this. Sort of match it up. This is what you do when you don't have the center caps on. And the center cap go on very last because you're actually going to continue on tensioning it after that. So you continue building up like so. Just be careful when putting it back together because it can be tricky because pieces want to like slide out of place like this happened now. Put it down like this, assembling it. Come on. It shouldn't be really tricky, it should be easy. And then just continue going on like that. Make sure that you have the pieces in correctly. And then on the last few pieces, I'll tell you where to put the lube. Yeah. But yeah, just continue building it up and just find the pieces that actually work. Be careful when putting it together, you can drop pieces like what I did, and that can just fall and land wherever. So that you don't want to happen. And basically, just keep on building it up until the last few pieces. Once you have all the pieces in except for one edge and one corner, here's where you want to get the lube and start lubing it. You take the lube and put it on this part right here. Like that. Then on the other end too. Now place the edge in. And then place one of the corners in. And then, if you see right there, there's a lip right there. Take that lip, take the lube, put it on that lip. Like what I'm doing right now. That's very little. Put the corner in. Turn it upside down, and then now do the opposite corner in the opposite one. Take the corner out, put it in, like, and then lube it like that. Push it back in, and your cube should be assembled. And then test it out, see if you like the tension. And then, like, tighten it if it seems too loose. Like, mine seems a little loose, so basically I'm gonna tighten this some. Like, how you should tighten it is, if your screwdriver had, like, a logo or some part of it that you can, see and recognize, and then basically what you want to do is try to actually turn it so that it's like you tightening it by 1/8. So I just tightened this one yellow side by 1/8, like going from here to here, and then I'll do it on the other 5 side. Okay, now I'm testing it out. It actually seems better. This is how I like it. But you can do your own. And basically, this actually feels a lot better than what I originally got. Tightening it some more. Basically, once you're satisfied with the tension, then put the center caps back on, and then you're actually good to go. There we go. I got it perfect. So, yeah. Also, you want to add some lube. Like, also, right down there. Like, some down there. Down where the base of the corner is. Add some down there. Yeah, not too much, but like, if you put too much in, it will probably feel gummy and not actually be super smooth, but once you put in like decent amount, it will feel pretty good and fast. Already it's like starting to feel pretty darn fast. Yeah, like this. Almost like the way I like it.